Now, I don't know how much truth is in that, but if anybody had been on the scene and saw the windows that were shot out, you know, the car they were in, the windows were shot out, the back window was shot out, a truck next to it, the side window was shot out, the station wagon next to that, the whole side of it was shot out. Another lady had a bullet in her car. So what I'm saying is, no matter what happened, those cops were waiting for a chance to kill another brother. Right. We got to stop that. The only way we can deal with what's happening is we got to organize. See, our problem is white folks have tricked us and took our manhood away. And see, we standing around here talking slick and being cool and getting high, and white folks getting away. Right on. See, white folks is getting away. White folks selling the dope. White folks make the wine. And we on the corner talking about, son gonna come up here messing with me. I'm gonna deal with him, baby. Ain't gonna bust a break. Ain't gonna do nothing. So, white folks is out here, they business is out here, because that's what they make money from. So, what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna change our strategy, and we're gonna close down the whole Lancaster Key shopping center. Amen. If they can't understand marching, they can't understand singing, they can't understand praying, they can understand no money. Right on.
But then it is hard to classify this particular killing with the others where there is some legitimate conflict of testimony about who shot first and who had a gun or so forth, would you say?
At this point, now, we haven't talked to all the witnesses, but at this point, if what the police are saying is true, I would agree with you. But the thing that I would like to point out is that the one reason that all these things exist is because police are out here to protect white businesses instead of the people in this community. So with that in mind, we feel that our next step is to shut down the Lancaster Key Shopping Center.
How can you, is there a possible meeting of the minds that nobody has stumbled across yet that would bring some peace and quiet to the community?
I would think that we're dealing with a problem of attitudes, and the average police officer that operates in the black community is usually afraid because he doesn't know black folks and doesn't understand black folks. So since he's afraid, this makes him prone to be trigger happy. And to also what contributes to it as statements that were made by the President of the Police Association, Preston Parks, saying that the police officers should not have to go before the investigating committee of the Community Relations Commission. And evidently Mr. Parks feels that police officers are above the scrutiny of the community and that they could do what they will and get away with it, and the only people they have to answer to is other police officers.
What if there were black police officers in the black community? Isn't there some resentment even felt by blacks toward black officers?
I would think the resentment felt by black people to black police officers is just a carryover of the resentment to white police officers. I would think if there were enough black police officers to cover the black community, we'd have a whole different situation.
What if it had been a black officer who pursued this suspect today and the same situation arose and the black officer shot the black suspect? Would there have been this response?
At this point in time, I would think that if any police officer shoots a suspect, there would be a response, because it seems that the police force is trying to make examples out of people in the black community, more or less to put the black community back in its place. Because this rash of shootings after the march just seems to be too much to be coincidental.